It's update and haul post time. Hello, friends. So lately, I've been sneaking in a little bit of work on the layout. The biggest building on the structure is this Harry Potter Hogwarts castle, and I'm converting it into a church. I think to most people, it just looks like a church. To diehard Harry Potter fans, it looks like Hogwarts. But I think I'd like to find like a resin crucifix and put it here, or maybe even up high, a cross up here or something, um, which I can make. But a straight cross I can make, maybe a Gothic looking cross or something, just to like drive it home that this indeed was a church. This would be kind of neat to replace with stained glass as well. It's got these floating candles, which I guess is a recurring motif in the Harry Potter universe. But simply, I had a piece of masonite at the shop, quarter-inch masonite, and it was already painted this brown color. So I cut it to size and rounded the corners to see if I like the idea of this being self-contained on its own base. And I think if I paint this kind of sidewalk gray, maybe score some expansion lines in there, and then I'd like to plant these cherry blossoms, one here and one here. I think this will start having the look that I want. The building, I think, also needs to be painted too. It comes this tan color. I'm not sure if it's going to show up in this video, but there's a slight wash on everything, which is nice for a toy. But I think I don't know. I'm not too fond of the tan tones of it. I think it would look better in gray tones. So that's an update there. And then haul post wise, some things came in the mail today. So if you can see it in the back, there's a large painting behind the artifacts in there. That is a dollhouse scale painting, and I thought it would be perfect for the Hermann Goering plunder train. You know, I didn't really have any strong thematic direction for this sort of thing. This is the part of the hobby that I like, is when opportunities present themselves and they drive their own narrative. So this little narrative I'm creating is this side of the layout is becoming the German headquarters side. And what's going to happen here thematically is the town is getting occupied by the Allies, and the Germans are bailing out. At least the high command is bailing out. And Hermann Goering is no exception to that. He's got his plunder train all loaded up. And Hermann also arrived today. He's a die cast or white metal cast figure made by, I don't know who that company is. I don't know, something. It's not one of the typical ones I mention all the time, like King and Country or Del Prado. But he's finally here to personally supervise his plunder, and he's also getting accessorized. So here's the Kubelwagen I've been talking about for ages now, the German command car. But Hermann Goering, I think, would be cruising around in something a little more pompous. So I actually have a 1/32 scale Mercedes command wagon model kit coming. But I think that'll be here tomorrow. Of course, that'll have to be built. Other things in the haul today are, let's move the plunder train out of the way. I won this G-scale flat car, which, as I may have mentioned before, G-scale Army stuff seems to be the hardest thing to win. It seems to be everybody wants it. But I think I lucked out on this listing because It was listed with some sort of box car in the auction, and I don't know. Somehow I won this, and that'll go with my G Scale Army stuff. It originally had 2 Jeeps, and neither of them were listed in the auction. But when I opened the box, there was 1 Jeep in there, so that's pretty cool. And they are indeed 1/32 scale. So I'm all about getting more Jeeps. You can never have too many Jeeps. So other things in the haul post are I got this 1/35 scale Mercedes G4. This is my one of my 2 favorite World War II vehicles. Is this crazy, overindulgent cross-country Mercedes command car. I just think it looks wild. It's pretty tough looking, and yet kind of like old-timey looking. I don't know. I like the combination of those things. So this is a model kit, of course, and being 1/35, it's probably going to be a little undersized, particularly for a big tubby fat bastard like Hermann Goering, but and the fact that I think he's 1/30th scale. But you know, until they make one of these in 1/32 scale, I'm going to have to settle for the 1/35. So other things, I also got this, well, if you guys remember a couple videos back, I showed you these wedding cake columns. I have I probably have about a dozen of them, maybe even more. I figured I'd do some sort of Bavarian gate type of, I don't know, column. I don't know what you call it. Some sort of entryway to the city. And I'd have to build an architectural piece on top of them. I'm sorry, I should have said Brandenburg Gate looking thing. But on top of the architectural piece would be all sorts of sculpture. And I picked this Harry Potter horse and rider, knight on horseback sculpture. It's once it gets opened up, you'll see it's actually metallic looking. It's supposed to be a sculpture in the Harry Potter world. Harry Potter's really finding a lot of space on my layout. But it's huge. I think it's way too big. I don't know. I might just resell it or something. But to give you an idea, that's how big it is. I'm not too familiar with any European sculpture that grandiose in size, so I might have screwed the pooch on that one, but who knows. So to close it up, not so much haul post wise, but I just wanted to show you guys. This is the A7V tank I got recently. So I thoroughly disassembled it and I primed it with the etching primer. I talk a lot about this etching primer, and here it is. This is Duplicolor, obviously, self-etching primer. Now, being self-etching, you would think it's going to really bite into any surface it's sprayed on. And I've sprayed this Kubelwagen, which is die-cast or metal, whatever. And I sprayed the Daimler Scout car with it. And when I did some masking on it, I pulled the masking tape off, it just pulled the primer off in sections. So I'd used this in the past and had the same problem on metal. I've forgotten all about it. But when I went and reused it, I was unpleasantly reminded. So just warning you guys out there, if you see this, it's a really cool color, but it's not good on metal. It's fine on plastic. So here's the A7V all primed up. I almost think that color is pretty good. And to show you in the past, I just thought I'd pull this one out of storage. This references my 1/18 scale hobby. This is an A-Team. Yes, the A-Team, Mr. T and Hannibal and all them. This is an A-Team armored car. When you find them new, they're black with a red stripe, just like the van in the A-Team. But I thought this looks very, very Germanic, this armored car. This one's missing the cannon. I'll have to fabricate a cannon for it. But I repainted it, and of course you see I got a scratch on the wheel there. The orange wheel coloring is showing through. But in this gray primer color, I think this looks totally early war or pre-war Germany color, as is. A couple of crosses on there and some markings. I think it would be kind of cool. But that's the primer color. Here it is on this A7V tank. I actually don't think it's appropriate for this tank. This tank's a little too big and chunky. I didn't want to paint it camouflage. I did want to paint it gray, but I think I just got to find the right color gray. And I got to put all the guns back in. A lot of them are broken and need to be replaced. So I think that's it for today's haul post. And tomorrow, hopefully, that Mercedes command car model will arrive. And then I can pull out some parts and hold them up for scale to see if they are truly 1/32 compatible. All right, more content on the way. Take care.